afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binaries. Welcome to the Chamber of the Wraith. My name is Brian, and today, because the sun's actually still up, we are going to be taking a look at Update 2. Probably one of the most, if not the most, shall we say, expansive updates to Jurassic World Evolution that we have ever seen so far. I'm just finding my... There they are. Oh, bull honky. There's no way that the folder is actually empty. Come on. Sorry. I was trying to find my update notes because there's a lot going on in this particular update that we've got to cover, but for one reason or another, it looks like, it's like nothing is in there, which is weird, because I know, I grabbed, there we go, okay, so, now that I have my update notes, I can actually tell you what's going on in the updates. A lot of which was actually mentioned and talked about, but half of them were not, actually. So, okay, we're going to start from the top. Yeah, we're going to start from the top, and then looks like we'll work our way down. So, some of these we'll kind of skip over and then come back, but we're going to start from in here. The park, I'm not sure if you caught that, the park called Prelude. It was just me screwing around waiting for the update, that sort of thing. Now we can go into the database, which has 2 new dinosaurs, because we're also covering the DLC as well. First up, we have the new Monolofusaurus, which is a small Chinese predator, which, fun fact, Gregory S. Paul, very infamous and not well-received paleontologist in the paleo community, once considered Guanlong to be a subspecies of Monolofusaurus. Monolofusaurus wukai instead of Guanlong wukai. So, nice one, old Greggy S. I have one of your books somewhere. I might be inclined to actually sell it because, you know, bit of a nut. But you can see right at the bottom right as well, near the Monolofusaurus, the family is Monolofusaurus and the genus is Monolofusaurus. I think they meant to, they messed up there. I made a video. Well, yes, I'm in the middle of a stream. Hello, Alden. You can see at the bottom right, it says Camp Cretaceous. So any dinosaur that has showed up at Camp Cretaceous, like let's say Aranasaurus, where are you, Aranasaurus? Oh, there you are. You can see it says Camp Cretaceous at the bottom right. So that neat little piece of detail that, yeah, that is there. A little sad that the Dinosauratops doesn't have a Battle of Big Rock thing, but he'll probably show up some other time. And then we have this thing, Scorpius Rex. Big boy, poisonous boy, venomous boy. It's a wild-looking animal for sure. So those are the 2 new creatures, but we also have some new buildings. Namely, new decorations, which, I'll be completely honest with you, I could not give a crap about. I don't know what I'm missing here. Oh, I haven't built this yet. It's the Jurassic World Gate. I haven't built that yet, but where? Visitor Center, Tour Gate, Photo Points. Where is it? I'm sure there was something I had. Probably went past it. Buildings and upgrades. There's a bunch of new ones. We're going to be talking about this because this is one of the ones that wasn't talked about. But we've got a crap ton of new upgrades. It's kind of nuts, actually, that they decided to go, fuck it, everybody gets, every building gets like 5 or 6 new upgrades. Alucient. Oh, cool. Good to have you here. I think I said your name wrong still, but I do apologize. There is a new dig site, naturally, but this new dig site is presumably for the Monolofusaurus. But I don't know exactly what it is. We will probably take a look and see by fiddling about. Nothing new in these. Soy Espanol. Oh, I thought you were somebody else from earlier in my time. But we have a new disease, or we have a couple of new diseases. Chronic stress. When a species is experiences ongoing high levels of discomfort and can be caused by overpopulation, unsuitable environment, blah, blah, blah. Maintaining an animal's comfort levels is very important, as chronic stress can cause serious behavioral issues in marine reptiles. This is new. I believe this is a marine reptile exclusive disease. Can lead to shorter lifespans. I apologize, no habla en español. There's also the new disease, hyperoxalemia, which is caused by enclosures with high-level leaves. This illness can lead to fatigue and kidney disease and can even be fatal. So it is important to ensure that dinosaurs always have access to appropriate nutrition within their enclosures. Tall foliage tends to contain fewer oxalates, so providing enclosures with high-level leaves. So this is encouraging you to have taller versions of certain leaves inside. So that's basically it from this. All the new building upgrades are part of the thing. But let's move on to the first thing, which you're probably screaming at me to see. The species viewer. This is awesome. This is where you go whenever you have a dinosaur that has been unlocked, you could check it out. So let's scroll through and go with one of my favorite dinosaurs, Amargasaurus, which this is kind of the default look. You can, for instance, have a pronunciation thing if you don't know how to pronounce it.
Amargasaurus. Amargasaurus.
You can zoom, rotate, switch pages on the fly. This is just its idle animation. This is its walking animation. This is its running animation. Here it is lying down. I don't know what this is. I think this is just one of its lying down idle animations. Just kind of idly munching. And then this is... Oh, I think this is just its munching animation. I'm not entirely sure. But one thing you could do is, let's say you got one really cool shot thumbnail thingy. Fortunately, there is a really handy chroma key thing here, where the background is black for the most part. It would be kind of cool if you could turn off the scale grid at the bottom as well for this, but you have a basic grid, and then you can stop, and then get a good look at the animal from here. And then you can change its color pattern. So, Sonoran Desert, Death Valley, Great Sandy Desert, Champlain, Salar, Limpopo, Quailion, Yukon, Svalbard, Amazon Rainforest, which actually doesn't look very good on a Amargasaurus. Shocking. Mangrove Forest, a Gambia River Basin. And then you can change the patterns too, so that they can actually be kind of visible. So to make them kind of visible, what's my darkest one? Limpopo. You can kind of see the colors of the different stripes, which easier said than done, and then you have blank. So we'll have Lithobates on this one, and then you can do different color gradings. So this is for lighting things, this is for photography buffs. You can do colors and see how your animals look under different lighting conditions. Then you can change the position of the light. This is really cool because now you can have silhouettes and be like, who's that dinosaur? And then rotate the light as well. And the height of the light as well. Lower it, heighten it. And if I'm not mistaken, you can do, at a certain point... Yep, there it is. There it is at nighttime. Nighttime Amargasaurus. And then it's just straight up silhouette, no light at all. And this can be done for everything, not just land creatures. You can go into things like your pterosaurs. So, for instance, let's pick Tapejara. Let's see. I need better lighting on this thing. That should do. Then you can have its preening animation, its ascending animation, and its neutral flying animation, which we will pause on the downstroke. Okay, I kind of like... Yeah, some of the night lighting is super cool, but... That'll do. Okay, so we'll look at it from the side here. So you can do this for everybody. See all the crazy color patterns, and you can even see what the patterns are. So here is a naked Gambia River Basin Tapejara. It looks weird. And then you can see all the crazy stripes and crest colors on it. So this is really cool for anybody who wants to show off new dinosaurs, like we're going to, without having to, you know, roll the dice and see where we go from there. Here we are, land with the compy. We have flying, marine, and all. So we're going to go over and start with one of the new dinosaurs, the Monolofusaurus, which I believe it must be pronounced as Monolofusaurus.
Monolofusaurus.
Oh, no, it is pronounced Monolofusaurus. So Monolofusaurus has, as a default, it looks like this. And then you can see that it gets a bunch of stripes, and the crest also changes color. So we'll keep it on Rana, and then we can go through Sonoran Desert, Death Valley, Great Sandy Desert, Champlain Valley, Salar de Huasco, Limpopo River, Quilian Mountains. Quilian or Quilian Mountains looks really cool. Svalbard. I love Svalbard. Amazon Rainforest. Gambia River Basin. Ooh, Gambia River Basin looks really cool too. And then with Monolofusaurus in particular, you can even get the 2015 Camp Cretaceous look as well. Yeah. Sorry, I have to answer something real quick. Discord's still busted, so I can't send a stream link through Discord, which is a little bit upsetting, but it is what it is. So let's have... Okay, we'll stick to this. And then from here we can actually take a look at idle animations, now that we can actually kind of play it. It's just kind of hanging out. Walking animation. The dinosaur still has... Monolofusaurus still has pronated arms, but this is to be expected of Jurassic. Here it is running. Vibin. I love the face scratch. He's like, get her! I have such an itchy face! And then... Okay, I'm not totally sure if this is just an idle animation, but I like that it's a very curious creature. I wish you could hear what it sounds like, but there's probably a reason for that. And then we come down to the big one. The big, bad Scorpius Rex. Oh, actually, before we go anywhere, because I am terrible at pronouncing this dinosaur's name, let's give it a listen.
Sciangosaurus.
Sciangosaurus. Sciangosaurus.
Sciangosaurus.
So if you say that a little bit faster, Sciangosaurus. Yeah, so that's how I've been saying it. Sciangosaurus.
Sciangosaurus.
That is hard as hell to. That's hard as hell for me to pronounce, because I am not. I'm not overly familiar or capable in the Chinese language. So, for everybody who speaks any version, dialect, or variation of the Chinese language, I apologize that I keep butchering this animal's name. But now we have Scorpius Rex, the new hybrid, whose default is the
Scorpius Rex.
ooh, a little bit of a dramatic flair from our knockoff Walter Cronkite.
Scorpius Rex.
Sonoran Desert, and all of these different patterns. So, as you can see, Scorpius Rex does actually have different variations and patterns. That's not very purple. Let's do Mangrove Forest and go through Rana. So you can see exactly what you're looking at before you get anywhere once you have unlocked these dinosaurs. Now, Scorpius Rex is cool because there's 1 and 2 different versions, because in the show there's actually 2 Scorpius Rexes. Which is wild and super cool to look at. So, we have our idle, we have our walk, we have our run, we have lying down, we have idle animation while lying down, and then we have idle animation just vibing. So, if I were so inclined to make a thumbnail, I would, for instance, take this, crank up the position so that it's pitch black, you can't really see it, like there, and then I would wait for the right moment, and then boom! There we go. So now you would have this. And then you can even hide the UI. This is the other thing. So perfect for those who are looking to create thumbnails. So you could do this and be like, what's that dinosaur? Especially if we were to go even darker. But that's just an example of what I was talking about. So let's drag this thing back into the light. And that's about it. That's basically it for the species viewer. But it's very, very cool. And if any of you guys, we're going to spend a couple of minutes in here. If you guys have any specific dinosaurs you want to see in the species viewer, let me know. Your favorite dinosaur, a dinosaur you have trouble pronouncing the name of, like maybe you have trouble with
Zungaripterus.
or
Dreadnoughtus.
or anything like that. Or maybe you just want to check out some of the Camp Cretaceous skins, because there are those as well. I'll be more than happy to oblige. In fact, while we're waiting for any suggestions, I'm going to
Liopleurodon.
I like that it says it lie, not Lee. I hate the pronunciation is Lee.
Mamenchisaurus.
Where is Kentrosaurus? Because that's my favorite dinosaur. There it is. There's our boy.
Kentrosaurus.
So here's Kentrosaurus, and then there's Pierce, which seems to have a size? I've never noticed this before. I wonder what the deal is here. This is Pierce the Kentrosaurus, and then you have... Oh, I see! I see! Okay, so we have a more accurately sized Kentrosaurus, and then we have the ones that are much bigger in the show, closer in size to a small Stegosaurus. Okay, that's cool. Some genetic variation, have some Shaquille O'Neals of the Kentrosaurus type to be had there.
Kronosaurus.
What's another example that I could look at? Aranasaurus has a Camp Cretaceous variant. which is actually smaller than the Aranasaurus that is in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So it looks like if a dinosaur has a version that differs considerably in size compared to the animals in the game, then it will have a size thing. So if we go to
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, that's cool. It plays the sound regardless. So we have okay. There. Okay, so it looks like it was just glitched. So we have 93 T-Rex. We had Roberta. Then we have Buck, Doe, the poor bastard that gets killed. And then Big Edie, which is just a fantastic name. But as you can see, Big Edie does not actually have a size difference because Big Edie is an adult Tyrannosaurus. Whereas, as we saw from Kentrosaurus, there are size differences.
Velociraptor.
Surprisingly chill. Whoa, is that Gambia? Oh, wow, that's cool. So we have Blue, Charlie, Delta, Echo, 1993 Velociraptor, 2001A, 1997B, 1997A, the Tiger Stripe Raptors, and then Velociraptor 2001B. One thing I didn't see in the update that I kind of wish was a thing is the ability to randomize including these special dinosaurs. But I think that is impossible now because of the fact that we now have size variations. So, so the smaller Aranasaurus, the larger Kentrosaurus. I wonder if Toro, the Carnotaurus, is a different size to everybody else. I didn't like Camp Cretaceous all that much personally, so where is Carnotaurus? There you are. But there's Toro. So Toro does not actually really change all that much, but you could have Toro if you want.
Carnotaurus.
So that's the species viewer. That's the first major thing that we're taking a look at. We could just exit to the main menu because it's a separate mode. If you want me to go back to the species viewer at any time, let me know, because we just wrapped that up. And we're going to be moving on to the next thing, which is, hopefully, here we go. That's decorations. I just want to see if there's anything. Quality of life. Okay, so while we're in here, let's go to a sandbox thing, and I think I will pick Arizona for this one. We'll do guests only. Sandbox modes. I want to see if there was anything new inside of the sandbox mode, just to be safe. I'll do Jurassic Park. Color coding. This is one of the first ones. It's a UI thing. No egg failures versus synthesis failures. We'll see if this actually changes a damn thing, but I wonder this, because this wasn't talked about in the update notes that I had. Combat frequency. No, it's either off, normal. It's either off or normal. There isn't even a high, which is probably that they have it on too high. Vehicle aggression off, unlimited power, thing, blah-de-blah. Contracts. I'm not going to bother with contracts. This is one of the things, because expeditions and fossils are now a thing. You can go and get the expeditions and whatnot that you want. You can have research on or off. We're going to turn these off. And task time on. Scientists on or off, we're actually going to turn off. So now there's more sandbox options for you. If you want to have expeditions, research, and live captures, you can, but you don't have to. That is one of the cool new things in the sandbox modes that just makes me smile, because, you know, I'm not personally invested in that, but maybe if I want a challenge, or if I'm going to build a park from the ground up sort of thing, tell a story, if I ever decide to do like a Jurassic World story video thing, which has been something that's been catching my attention more and more lately as an idea, kind of like back when I did the Secrets of Dr. Wu thing and I got my brother-in-law to help me out. So here we are in Arizona. We're just going to pause. As you can see, we now only have access to the Jurassic World database. We don't have to worry about anything else for the time being. Let me see here. Did I pick Jurassic World? I think I picked Jurassic World. Yeah, I did. Okay. There isn't anything too crazy here. Quality of life updates, though. While I'm building the park, I'm going to read these off to you guys, so that you guys can catch up. Can we load this up, please? Thank you. Oh, accessibility settings. I'm going to talk about that right now. Also, it looks like they actually include a fade-in now, instead of it being so jarring. If I go to settings and go to accessibility, these, there's a few things here now, wherein they've added new accessibility options. And as somebody who is disabled and has friends within the disabled community, this is huge. For instance, you can see the size of the subtitles. You can have visuals, so you can highlight dinosaurs to make them more easily visible against their surroundings. We're actually going to turn that on. I want to see what that looks like. You have high contrast and various color blindness options. Readability sizes, hiding subtitles during full screen AI. I don't know what that's for. I keep subtitles on all the time. Signify speaker by color. We'll just keep that. And then we will have high contrast for later. When we, as we are going to build the park, shorten subtitles at larger font sizes, so that things are more legible. We're going to start with the arrival point over here. Okay, this is one of those 2-for-1 things. So, if we go to decorations, which, as I have said before, is completely and utterly useless, but since we are here, we may as well. We have new banners and okay, so there's stuff that I might actually use, like gyrosphere signs, aviary signs, the lagoon signs, all that good stuff. They are separated by era, mind, so if you're playing on PS4 or Xbox One, you won't have access to the Jurassic Park versions, but there are things like cages and the like. I wonder why it's not rotating. Whatever. You also have the ability to place trees. And these actually do alter the needs, the forest needs of the dinosaurs. So if you need to, for one reason or another, be very picky about where you need to put your trees, maybe your enclosure is unable to be expanded and it's like one tree away, you can do that. Then you have park things like fountains and poles and, you know, things like that. Things that I wouldn't normally use. I would probably use the Spinosaurus skeleton just to be in front of the Spinosaurus itself, but I'll be upfront with you. I personally do not use decorations that much because I'm not fussed with decorations. I'm very functional, and B, even if I was functional, if it doesn't, I'm functional to a fault. If it doesn't serve a purpose, why should I have it? It's just a big waste of space to me. But also, sometimes I just don't have time. I don't have time to, figure out the exact placements for decorations and whatnot. But at least you can do things like cages and containers, and fuel tanks, a construction crane, some barriers. But these are cool. I could actually use these. These are aviary perch points, which gives your pterosaurs new places to perch. So, outside of, if you don't mind it being a few artificial things here or there, you can use this instead of rocks, which is super cool. There are decorations for all types of eras as well, so So there's DFW ones and Jurassic ones as well. We will cross that road when we get there, though. For now, I'm saving one of my favorite things for last, by the way, so if you guys know what it is, please don't spoil. We will cross that bridge when we get there. So there's our wide path. Let's get our operations underway. Oh, that's cool. It'll be like, unable to build. And then the stick actually kind of moves you around. Okay, so the control center, I'm going to build meow. And I am actually going to build a science center, even though we don't strictly need it. Because A, we can fiddle around with the specific tasks and the like later on. And B, we can have a look at specific, at some of the new building upgrades that are available now. Oh, bless me. Ow. Owie, owie, owie. I've been out of the streaming game for too long. I need to keep up and figure out what the frack I'm gonna do. Alright. Also, that hurt. I'm not gonna front. That hurt a lot. You ever sneeze so hard that you actually, like, hurt your back? Oh, I'm not old. Shut up. I joke, I keyed. So, what I'm going to do for the time being is I'm just going to build all the facility things. And then I'm going to show you guys the various upgrades. Where is my... There's PMV, that's too large. Response facility is too large. So we'll just plonk them over here. Response facility and PMV. The idea here is to just show you a few things. Scientists are off right now, so we don't have to worry too much about them per se, but once these are built, I can show you some of the new upgrades that we'll be able to use. Here we go. Let's see, control center. There are 5 upgrades now. There's 5 upgrades now instead of just 3. The first one is improved efficiency. Upgraded systems decrease task time globally by 20%. Yeah. And then you can have improved motivation. Increases scientist unrest meter globally by 1. This is really cool. They've added new features to this whole shebang. New features and new upgrades that could potentially help you in the long run. There are 6 upgrades available for the Science Center. Faster research. Decreases the time required for extraction and research tasks by 50%. 50%, people! I think I'll start another park with the research and stuff on. Or, no, I think what I'll do is I'll go back to one of my old saves and take a look and see when and how you can research these. So there's extra scientist, which allows you for the scientist limit of tasks from this building go up by 1. That's another really good thing. So you could also do extraction capacity still. Expedition Center does have a new upgrade. Expedition Center has 3 new upgrades. The extra scientist thing from before, faster transit, which means expedition length goes down by 25%, so it's faster expeditions, and then cheaper expeditions by 25%. So these are things that up front can be a thing, but in the long run could be helpful, especially in Jurassic. You could do something like cheaper expeditions and improved yield to get more of those minerals that you need. Paleomedical facility. There is a bunch of new upgrades! Remember, there used to be 4. Storm Defense, Additional MVU, Task Management, and Advanced Training. But now there's 4 more. We have Extra Scientist, and we have from before. We have Cheaper Treatment, which is huge. Faster Treatment, which is super cool. I'm not going to use these two too much, but then there's Automatic Resupply. Automatic Resupply, so you don't have to worry about resupplying things anymore. This is probably not going to be an issue for the MVUs, strictly, unless you're using them a lot for a new thing that you can use the MVUs for. But you can also, if you have a bunch of ranger teams that have a bunch of places they gotta go, and 100 fuel just gets chewed up, this would be the thing for you. And in fact, if we go over to the response facility, I'm going to add an additional ranger team, and I'm actually going to use automatic resupply, because that way I don't have to worry too much about fuel. And it leaves me curious to see how exactly that works. Like if I... Oh, it changes it to infinite! Wait. It changes it to... Wait. Does that increase... Hold on. I'm going to wait a little bit. And then I'm going to go see... Does that give me an No way. No way! That is so cool! Okay. So I guess that means if you have a particularly busy ranger station, then you can just use that, and then boom, it's free. That's actually really neat. I love that. So I'm just gonna set these up then, and I may as well have a monorail station. It's not. I may as well have a monorail station. Oh, and it transitions much quicker into the. Into that. That's super cool. Any other quality of life updates? Okay, so while these are building, let's talk quality of life updates. All dinosaurs, skins, and patterns available by default when beginning a sandbox level. Does not apply to challenge mode rewards. Thank you, Frontier! Holy crap, how was this never a thing in the first game, and it took you this long to get into the second game? You know what, I'm not going to complain. It's a fantastic addition, trust me. And then all buildings now available by default, as you have seen. Minerals can now be instantly sold rather than added to the extraction queue. That is huge, because if you're just running an extraction for cash, just do that. I don't know if it's going to cost you any money anymore, but that means the extraction thing's gotten even better. We already talked about these. Oops. No, I don't want to edit that. I want to... thank you. We already talked about this. Oh yeah, staff centers. They also have these upgrades too. So, Scientist Specialty. Scientist Specialty. Scientist equipment globally increases the value of specialist traits by 1. So, does that theoretically mean that you could have a scientist with a thing of 11? That would be crazy. Staff center speed. Improved costs. Decreased task costs globally by 10%. I'll take that. And I'll take this. And I'll take this and this. I will do this as the specialist facility. Going back to the control center, we've done improved efficiency and improved motivation. Science Center, we have this, we have talked about that. I don't believe there's any upgrades to the power stations. No. No, it's just the same ones, Storm Defense and increased output. So you have a reason to basically just keep the Storm Defense on the power stations. Close the park, why don't you? Jeez. Is there anything else? Right. Contracts. There are new contracts available for Jurassic World Evolution 2. Sell dinosaurs. Increase largest territory herd/size. Build a lagoon. Build an aviary. How are these not contracts in the game already? Cohabitation. Complete an expedition. How was that not a contract in the first game? Wait. Oh, crap. I think some of these got uploaded out of order. I think some of these are out of order. That is not good. Filters for expedition map. Okay. Can we even access the expedition map? We can't. But if we had access to the expedition map, we would have species type, expedition cost, expedition time, and scientist skill. Massive help in the expedition centers. Tour rides. Add a Jurassic World tour gate, and the tour point and the photo points now work if on driven vehicles. UI improvements, dinosaur behavior, bug fixes. I think these are supposed to be in order. So quality of life updates. To the accessibility thing, new building upgrades. Contracts. This one just didn't load. Cohabitation, complete an expedition, release a dinosaur, photograph multiple species at once. They changed photo a species contracts to ensure the players own the selected species. Thank you. So I don't have to go breed a Amargasaurus if I don't have a Amargasaurus. Change lagoon aviary contracts to only complete once built, and added time completion bonus to a large number of contracts. So if you're prompt with certain contracts, you will get a bonus, which is really cool. Ranger post improvements. So for this, we're actually going to build a paddock. Let's build a Scorpius Rex paddock, actually, so that we can show off the new dinosaurs and maybe catch some new dialogue. One thing that's really nice is, I flubbed it here, hold on. Why is this set to the buildable area? I don't understand. There we go. With gates, they will build instantly, instead of having to wait for fences to be connected to them. I never noticed the difference, but hey ho, whatever works. Let's build a hatchery now. I don't believe hatcheries have upgrades now. Or hatcheries have new upgrades, but we will check them out. Where's my viewing gallery again? There it is. We can do this, and then we can do that. And we'll just splay it off from here. And we will have a large substation nearby. Although, no, wait. Ah! Everything loops back around now. It's going to take a while for me to get used to, but yeah, there we go. Okay, so do you see how my power thing now is yellow for the repeater substation, but it's blue for the connecting point, the substation back here? That is an example of the high contrast thing, so it'll be a little bit easier to see, which is actually really fucking useful. Let's see. New upgrades for the hatcheries. I forgot about this. Okay, so storm defense, additional base advanced equipment. But then we have accelerated growth. This speeds up synthesis and incubation by 25%. Cheaper genetics lowers the cost of synthesis and incubation by 20%. And increases the scientist limit of tasks for this building by 1%. So we're going to do accelerated growth, and we're going to do advanced equipment on this one. And we're going to go in, and no new filters. So we're just going to go down and find Scorpius Rex. There it is. Oh my god! Oh, that's cool. Synthesis batch size tells you 1 to a certain number now, instead of just, the synthesis batch size could be 3. That's really helpful. Holy shit! Look at Scorpius Rex! All of the things! All of the problems! Oh my goodness. Did they update any of the other hybrids with that problem? No. It just shows how unrefined Scorpius Rex is. That's comical! It's like, everything is wrong with this thing! Okay, so it'll try to approximate a little bit better. Let's do Svalbard with I can't remember exactly which one of these was closest. We'll go for like a tiger stripe animal. You have 8 available modifications, but everything has a flaw. It's thirsty, it's got a large appetite, it's short-lived, it's sickly, it's needy, it's antisocial, it is hella intolerant, and it's unfit. Okay, so we're going to go for the prerequisite alterations to make it actually not die super fast, and then I'm gonna remove the unfit, but it's still got a laundry list of flaws. Wait. Okay, and it has an appeal of 1450, so it's actually a little bit higher. This thing can climb out of fences, by the way. So we can begin the task now. Jurassic World Evolution 1 style. And I think we will actually do the same thing, but this time we're gonna go green with black stripes. Remember our accelerated growth cuts this time by about 25%, so synthesis time will be about 25%. Let's quickly go to the genome library and see what it needs. Oh, that's right. It won't give us a forest need because it's in a desert. Okay, so... Okay, that's fine. Where is... There's water. Plonk. There's carnivore feeder. There's a spot there. Very refined. Or just do that, that works. And then we'll have one of these, because it's 0.3 for this. Dinosaur traits. Begin task. Really? Its incubation time is 2 minutes. Okay, then. Wait. Do we get Scorpius Rex from the start? Because if so, it's an expensive, but like, almost criminally easy hybrid to get your hands on. That is weird and very cool. All right, so while that's cooking, I'm going to open the park and have the prerequisites ready. Oh, excuse me. Yes, I know the park is closed. Don't yell at me for that. Jeez. There we go. And then we'll open the park. Okay, I wonder if this will change on the fly now. This is another thing I wanted to see. Like if I go to books, will it change on the fly? It will! Oh, that's awesome! Okay. So now the game will actually try to match things. So if I go to bento sushi, it'll still do crab. But if I go to burgers and cheap burgers, now it's barbecue. Although burger would arguably be more appropriate, but we'll see. I don't know why bottled water gets... Does bottled water actually get juice by default? Weird. Connoisseur coffee. Okay, I guess it's for certain things. But yeah, it at least tries now, which is really cool. Saves me some time. Now let's release this animal, the Scorpius Rex. That is so cool! Unfortunately, Scorpius Rex doesn't seem to get its own dialogue thing like the Pteranodons. Oh, wow! Okay, so I just wanted to see what the enhanced contrast thing looked like. But man, if you have a bunch of dinosaurs, like, again, accessibility options, in my opinion, even if you don't have a disability of any sort, I recommend messing around with accessibility settings, because you might find things that you actually like. Like, I like the fact that in God mode, you can actually see the Scorpius Rex until you go over and highlight it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can see how this is going to be a problem. I can see how this is gonna be a problem, ladies and germs. Namely, I forgot that the hybrids have particularly large territory needs. So, yeah, it's not gonna be perfect, but it'll be pretty damn close. I like that the Scorpius Rex actually has its own musical cues. That is very neat. Already we're at 2.5 stars. Holy cow. So we go into management views. Everything is looking pretty good so far. The only thing I can think of is that we'll need a hotel. Oh, the viewing things are white now, so you can actually kind of see a little better. Okay. Okay. Coolio. In fact, I'm going to save this. But here's the thing. This is the only time I'm going to save directly. If the game crashes, the stream ends. But if they manage to fix this and I didn't even know, I think Jurassic World Evolution went from a fun but frustrating game to one of the best games of all time. One of my favorite games of all time, for sure. We'll call this Camp Cretaceous, because that is the theme of this. So we have 2 Scorpius Rexes. Although, honestly, I might actually add task and sell this Scorpius Rex off, because I would rather not. But let's check out the Ranger Posts, because I actually forgot to put one in here. Ranger Posts. There's quite a UI enhancement here. First off, it highlights how many dinosaurs... Oh, there's a social interaction there where they jumped at each other. Where we have feeders and dinosaur count, and then we can assign ranger teams directly to it. And it'll tell you how far away they are. And here's the other thing. We can assign MVUs as well. Which reminds me, we never upgraded the MVUs. So I'm going to still do additional MVU and... Actually, let's do automatic resupply. Why the hell not? It's our first one. It's new. It's shiny. Why not? Now, I'm going to move on to... over here, because we're going to build a multifaceted tour, which is basically just me saying we're going to build a really big cage with a whole bunch of plant eaters, in it separated. So, because I want to check out the Camp Cretaceous skins, and I also want to check out the new gate, which will actually be one of the main reasons I will actually switch over to Jurassic World, because now there'll be a reason for me to do that. Because the Jurassic Park gate was just so goddamn cool, you know? And then this one, I'm actually going to these hatcheries I'm actually going to keep at a standard rate. Then I'll split these down the middle here. At about here. Big old cage. But I'm going to build 2 hatcheries. But I'm not... And I will also be sure to build viewing platforms as well. Viewing galleries, rather. Kind of just messing around. I have an idea for a small park build I'm going to do on the United Kingdom map, which is I'm going to call Aberrations, because the whole idea is that it's aberrations. It's animals that don't look good because they look like movie monsters and hybrids. So the Indos, the Scorpius Rex, and some other animals that, are not fantastic to look at. Did they add new attractions? No, they didn't. But I saw that the signs also change on the fly, so let's go do a tour. We'll do a Jurassic tour for this one, because, l'hommage. And I want to see this Jurassic World gate. Okay, it's pretty much what I expected. It's still extremely cool. No two ways about it. It's just that it's also kind of what I expected, if I gotta be honest. Where it's literally just, oh, it's the Jurassic Park gate, but it's been refurbed to be a Jurassic World gate. One thing that I have noted that I am particularly frustrated by the gamer community at large. There's a lot of things to be frustrated about the gamer community at large for, but in particular is the accusation that reusing assets is lazy and everything needs all new assets if it's a sequel. No. Are you fucking insane? No. Okay, example. Okay, good example here. If it were the case, right, that every game needed new assets all the time forever, then, Batman Arkham City should have had an all-new Batsuit. But, the Arkhamverse Batsuit's really, really cool. Changes, if the designers want it, are great. And I will admit, I am a touch hypocritical when I say this, because I infinitely prefer the new Mortal Kombat costumes over the old ones. But, don't overdo it. Like with Jurassic World Evolution 2, why reinvent the wheel? Why reinvent the wheel? Just, why reinvent the wheel if it works? Like the Jurassic Tour gate, or like the Jurassic World gate. Why not reuse the Jurassic Park gate and then slap a Jurassic World logo on it? That's basically the whole point of the Jurassic World franchise in the first place. Man, I'm just in a bitchy mood today. I apologize. But anyways, for a direct comparison, we're going to do advanced equipment and additional bays, and we're going to focus on dinosaurs that appear in Camp Cretaceous. So, let me think for a moment or two. One small change they did, they tweaked Iguanodon's combat stats. So, I don't know if that means they made it better or worse, but they are tweaked now. So, let me see. Allow MVUs to be assigned to ranger posts. MVUs automatically attend to medical issues within range of the post. MVU ranger and capture teams can now be assigned to a ranger post. Ranger patrols now prioritize dinosaurs that need welfare scans. Thank you for that. The Science Center has improved building tooltips. So I'm guessing that just means that they are better than they were before. Yeah, it elaborates more on what is going on. And I am being invited to a party, except I am in the middle of a live stream, so please refrain from that. Where was I going with this? Right. Improvements. Abilities to turn research on and off. We already talked about this. Added Jurassic difficulty to money and appeal difficulty. The ability to adjust task time. Hello! Oh, jeez. Forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong. Is it Dogo? Ah! A fan! Thank you for stopping by. Sandbox Settings. Let's see. Prevent any eggs in a batch failing during synthesis to provide the maximum number of eggs for the species. We will see if that's true or not. Okay, so it actually tells you what exactly is going on. Changes the speed at which an uncomfortable dinosaur will attempt to break out of an enclosure. Oh, cool. Herbivores enabled the thing, blah de blah. Disables building energy consumption, removes the need for power stations and substations. That's cool. Save this on, it'll be unlimited fuel. Backup generators. Oh, I wonder if backup generators can be upgraded now. I'm gonna check that out next. Sabotage risk. Cache. Appeal difficulty. Yeah, so you could go Jurassic with that. Contracts are on, narrative events are on, scientists off, scientists on rest. Tweaks about. Expeditions and fossils off, and task time. Hey, that is the best update, indeed. So here it is. So you could have normal speed, 25% faster, 50% faster, 75% faster, or 90% faster. If you're wanting to just build a park, go, 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 go! You can fiddle around with this if you would like. But I'm not going to. Inspired by this, I want to take a quick look and see if backup generators can actually be upgraded to automatically be resupplied with fuel. Man, I forgot how fast these actually build. Let's see. No, they cannot. So, backup generators cannot be upgraded. So, see you later. Never use you guys again. What was I doing? Right. Ailments Improvements. We talked about this a little bit. Add a new chronic stress disease types for marine reptiles. They changed, as in made better, the common cold. Thank you. So, here's how the common cold works now. It's a territory issue-caused disease rather than a random one. So, if territory is cramped, then there's a chance that you will get then that is how you get the common cold. Instead of it being just a random pain in the ass that causes you no end of grief. At least it was for me. Let's see here. I suppose I should read these off while we're actually breeding things. So, let's see. Who has a Camp Cretaceous skin? I know Carnotaurus does, but I mean for herbivores. Pterosaurus does. So I'm gonna incubate 2 batches of Pterosaurus. One is gonna be Pierce. We'll keep these. And then we'll change this to random for the other ones. Okay, they need food and water, so naturally I'm just going to plonk a big old lake here. And then we'll go down to Aranasaurus, because that's another one that I know for sure has a Camp Cretaceous skin. Do this, do that. And then I think what we'll do for the small ones, we'll make them more likely to be humble, because they're smaller. And then if I go and try and breed another round of Aranasaurus, we're going to change that to higher sociability, higher tolerance. Oh wait, I got the perfect one. Get rid of that, get rid of this. Give them a chance to be strong, because they're bigger. Wait, I think I flubbed that. I'm pretty sure I flubbed that. Because I forgot to change the, yeah, I forgot to change this. Random, save. Okay, so it did indeed, so yeah, it did actually, so it is technically a lie wherein we actually have a specific amount of eggs that we can still get. It isn't, oh, you're going to fail and get all the eggs. They still haven't, it's misworded, basically. So, egg failure thing I don't think matters anymore. So, I'm going to probably clear this one. Let's see. While these guys are breeding, all territory-caused diseases can be cured by fixing territory issues. Added a help screen when a new disease source first appears in the park. Selecting a dinosaur with an active monitored ailment or injury should take you to the Ailments tab by default. Button in Ailment tab now opens Comfort tab. Add a new hyperoxalemia disease, which we talked about. Added new notifications for when an injury is diagnosed and needs player treatments. Next up is new filters to the expedition map and the tour rise things we already talked about. UI stuff. Okay, so real quick, what do these animals need? They need ground fiber and these guys. You can keep these. These guys need ground fruit, so Cycad Grove is all we need. Let's see if any other herbivores got a camp. I'm an idiot. Of course another herbivore got this. The most famous one. The most famous of them all, but we'll give them their own paddock. And we'll see if there's any other herbivores that maybe did. Let's see. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, the Camp Cretaceous DLC. I want to see. Need images. Oh yeah. Okay, so there is one other dinosaur that does have that. I just want to see, because Frontier actually posted one where all of them were a thing, like all side by side. I think I have to go to their Twitter for this one, so I'm going to go do that. Jurassic World. JW Evolution, there we go. I love that Gail Simone follows Jurassic World Evolution too. Media. Trailers. Here it is. Okay, so Big Edie, Monolofusaurus. Okay, so how did I forget? Hey, we're getting people in here. Fantastic. We are covering Update 2 and the Camp Cretaceous Dinosaur Pack. And this is what I was looking for. I was looking for Ankylosaurus because of Bumpy! Because of Bumpy! We're gonna do long-lived with this. Antisocial to other dinosaurs, I can see that. Tolerant. Can I cut back the needy chance too? Fantastic. Everything else works well. We're going to breed ourselves a Bumpy as well. And I'm breeding two different kinds of each animal so that you can see the differences between them. Betwixt them. We're gonna randomize. Okay. So it doesn't really change a damn thing. Alright, so over here, I'm actually going to have the Ankylosaurs hang out in their own little paddock. And I'm going to change this, where, because I'm not keeping just one egg, I'm going to cut down the antisocial chance and do this. And then I'm going to breed, oops, I messed that up. If we get at least 2, I'll be okay with that. If not, we'll just breed another batch. Then we're going to do Parasaurolophus, because Parasaurolophus has, you know, probably the coolest of all the skins. 2001, 1997, and then, oh, there's 2 different patterns. Okay. Spoilers. We are indeed going to be talking about Parasaurolophus Lux. So, we'll do this, and then I think for this one we'll do more tolerant of other dinosaurs. So we have the randoms, and then we'll have the 2 versions of Lux. Lux 1, which we will make more social. And then we will have Lux 2. And then everything else is, all the other patterns belong to carnivores, so we will save that for later. Okay, so, and for those who are just tuning in, we do indeed have a Scorpius Rex. Oh! Those who are still in, who are in the stream, while we're waiting, I want your vote. Name this Scorpius Rex. I'm going to give you guys about a minute, starting from when it goes to a minute 15 exactly, in order, or an hour 15 exactly. Now, pick your name. Select a name and I'll pick my favorite. Not, I'll just pick one. Wow, 10 viewers! Scorpius Rex is drawing all the attention. Alright, time's up. I'm gonna name this one Shere Khan. I think I got the right one because I was going for a tiger-themed color, and Shere Khan is a fun name to say. Okay, so now that we have Bumpy, I'm gonna go with this one. I was kind of hoping we would get one that was docile, but that does not seem to be the case. So that's cooking now. And then we go over here. These anks are 1. We'll just incubate another round of anks then. I think my comments, if my comments are broken, I apologize. But, okay, so while we're waiting, Ankylosaurus needs ground leaf, right? Ground leaf and ground fruit. So I'm going to have ground leaf here. Only here. Because it's only 1 ank for a start. And also, I think it'd be kind of neat to, you know, have the star attraction of that paddock Bumpy be a thing. So, Parasaurolophus also needs, Parasaurolophus needs ground nut. They didn't add a ground nut specific, they didn't add a ground nut specific thing yet, or they never added a ground nut specific plant type, but there you go. Okay, Hatchery 3. Let's start with the Kentrosaurs we know and love. So these are the Kentrosaurs that you will that are default. Right? They're really cool. Wait. Narrative events. Oh! Oh, no. Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. So now, and then, as a point for comparison, this is Pierce. Look at how much bigger he is.
People think we're in the dinosaur.
Or she is. And Pierce even sounds different. So, like, Pierce is like twice the size of the other Kentrosaurs. So, that's really cool. I much prefer the singular ones, but I like the idea of there being a special Kent that is just big. Just big Goral. Big Goral, just hanging out, just vibing. I love that. I love that. That's... Does that... Oh, that is also really cool! So, normally Kentrosaurus has KNT 001, 2, 3, 4, whatever. And then we have Kentrosaurus Camp Cretaceous, KCC, number 1. Because it is a different model. She's bigger. Or she's much bigger.
A trait that you would normally expect to see in bipedal dinosaurs.
She's much bigger. She sounds different. For all intents and purposes, this is a different dinosaur. So, props to you guys at Frontier for this one. That is really neat. Now let's bust out the Aranasaurus. This should be the normal Aranasaurus. Nope, these are the new ones. Look, they gallop! So these are the new Aranasaurs, the Camp Cretaceous ones.
This one's more my speed. The Aranasaurus
which is really cool. It's Aranasaurus Camp Cretaceous.
This dinosaur is
and then we have...
comfortable place to eat and rest. And be left alone.
So those are the small ones. But then take a look at the Aranasaurus that normally comes in. See how they run out on their hind legs. But they run out on their hind legs for a start. And then if we can catch a size comparison, okay. Just for the rest of this stream, I'm actually going to turn off the high contrast thing, but I really like the high contrast for the dinosaurs. That would be under settings, accessibility, Dinosaur highlight. So just turn that off so that you can see a little bit better. You can see this is Aranasaurus Camp Cretaceous 1, right? And then this is the Aranasaurus it's compared to. The other Aranasaurus, it's not much smaller. Oh my Jesus, we're at 20 viewers. Hi everybody. Took a little while to get going, but here we are. I think we'll revisit this. This was supposed to end at like 3:30 my time, but I think because everybody is now here, I'm actually going to go back and see if comments are broken. Nope, comments are not broken. I'll just leave that on hand. So yeah, you can see the Aranasaurus is different in terms of actual scale, but not as much. Now, let's see what's the matter with you. Oh! And while we're at it, this is super duper mega ultra useful. I could do this. Unfortunately, I still only place them one at a time. Okay, so I'm gonna go here and assign one. Okay, I guess it's just being stubborn. Oh, wow. We found our first glitch! It's a fidgetin'! It's a fidgetin'! There we go. That should fix the problem. And then I'm going to take the MVUs and assign them as well. But in this case, I'm actually going to go and assign this one to take a look and see what's going on here with Kent number 1. So if we could go take a look, it will try and head over there if there's anything that can be particularly detected. We will see. Let's see. Back over at Synthesis. This Ankylosaurus is ready. These Ankylosaurs are all ready, so we'll have 4 Anks here. It looks like they changed the max... Unless I'm mistaken, they may have changed the maximums? I don't remember Parasaurolophus having a maximum population of 6. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. And then, there we go. And then we'll just have, over... Yeah, more water. A more small series of lakes, but okay. Guest comfort low. We can let's fix that now. Oh, that's cool. Most guests needed purple. I love that. Sorry, purple is my favorite color, so I get kind of giddy whenever I see it. And then we'll put this over meow. And then we put this over meow, like say. And then we put this over meow, like say. And then I'm gonna put a hotel, large one. If I can squeeze it over here, that would be ideal. Yes, I can. That is brilliant. And we are out of power. Not by much, but we're still out of power. So let's quickly fix that, shall we? Clickety, clackety, clock. And clickety clackety clock. And we may as well add the monorail track. And then just plonk it over here. I would play this version, but I can't get it. Really? Oh, you played this game, but you can't get it. That's unfortunate. Well, in a bit of good news, I do cover this game on a pretty regular. I'm going to cover this game for every update for sure, and I think I might be may start posting just random videos, because now with this update, it actually feels like a fun game to play instead of some of its troubles. In fact, I haven't even autosaved yet, and it hasn't crashed yet. Fingers crossed, but it looks like it's going to work out just fine. Complaining about the lack of amenities. I am aware. I am trying to fix it. How bad is it, actually? Oh, wow. Really bad. Okay. So while that's going on, let's take care of some of these right now. So, Thrill has gone really high, which leads me to believe that that now hybrids will bring in a specific amount of guests. I think that would be really cool. They didn't add anything new there. That makes sense. Where is Fish Tank? There it is. Okay, if that's the case, that's actually really, really cool that they that different dinosaurs have different appeal types now. Finally, I didn't see that in any of these. In fact, while I'm at it, I'm playing the first game. Hold on. I'm playing the first game. Why I like Jurassic World 1. Oh! You like it more. Okay. So UI, present the total scientist skill pool when hiring scientists. Cool. We'll have to fiddle around with that. Improve decorations UI, yes. We've already kind of seen that. Add a display map icon for dinosaurs that are the subject of a transport request. Where's infotainment? That's the one I want. Infotainment. Yes, please. And then I think... Do we have charity boxes in here? Yes, we do. Cool. Fantastic. And then I move over to books. Yes, we need thrilling books. That's actually really cool, though, that it seems like different dinosaurs have different specializations, I believe you could call it. Product display. A sunglasses stand, for sure. Then we head back over here. We'll figure out what it is when we get there, because I want to see how the demographics change. Back to this, though, while we are indeed... actually, is Bumpy ready for release? She is. Okay, let's release Bumpy. There she is! Bumpy! Oh, diagnosed with internal bleeding. Okay, that's really cool. Thank you. It'll actually tell me what the hell it is. And this will double as a chance for me to see what a transport icon looks like. Did you get in a fight that I wasn't aware of? Whatever. It is the subject of a transportation request. There we go. Okay, so we see the one that's under a tranquilization request. That's Bumpy. That's very cool. Hello, Bumpy.
They call this the Ankylosaurus. I call it an armored ball of walking, breathing trouble. Still, some might call it charming, amusing, delightful. Each to their own.
Yeah, well. Oh, cripes, I forgot. Ankylosaurus doesn't like, Kentrosaurus. We've got to move. We've got to move her. Otherwise, she might actually get into a fight and kill Pierce or something. There we go. I got spooked there for a second. I was like, wait, why is it yellow? Oh no, I completely forgot! That's okay. They'll move. It won't be a big deal. We'll be okay. All will be well at the end of the day. Ideally. So, okay, let's release our paras. We'll release our paras, and while that's going on, Let's see here. VO subtitles will now pause when the game is paused. That is really cool. Because it bugged me that that wasn't a thing. Added a display map icon for dinosaurs assigned to be tranquilized.
Okay, so this next dinosaur.
Hold on. Let's see. Added an arrow to indicate the required turn direction. Indicates the direction of input the player needs to apply when the gunner is not facing the target. So I guess it's like, hey, aim assist a little bit. Add dinosaur status to park list of on the map. Oh, there's a calamities thing on board. Cool, cool. Oh, you can see their comfort needs right from the thing. Unfortunately, it looks like Bumpy does not get a special designation, but that's still really cool. Specify on the tooltip and info panel when it is just the power cable attached to the building that needs repairing. That's cool. Added dotted circles around aviary domes and lagoon pools to aid alignment. Oh, I've got to see this. I've got to see this. So if I were to build an aviary, why am I sounding like Whitey Hooten? I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that actually. I'm not actually seeing that. All right, no worries. Although, bless me. Oh, I see. I see them now. Where the arrows are going, you can kind of see them. So it will help you out that way. Okay. Let's have that. And then we'll do... Sorry, my face hurts. That sneeze really straight up hurt a lot. Oh god. Oh jeez. Excuse me. I apologize for the whole dying thing. I don't know why I'm dying, but... Well, dying, in quotes, but you know what I mean. So that's kind of cool that you have an alignment path. I wanted to specifically build an aviary for a reason. I don't remember what that reason was. Add ability to refresh contract sooner for a cost. Okay, that's good. If you get a contract, you think you can't do it, and then you just want to speed it along, you can. Prevent players from buying upgrades they can't afford. Damn it! They fixed it! So for those not in the know, if you can, it used to be that if you couldn't afford an upgrade, you could actually buy the upgrade anyway, and then just go into debt. But now you can't. That makes perfect sense. It's just aw, man. But this I would have loved to have seen when I was doing the fucking challenge mode. Bankruptcy warning and timer. So, oh, you're about to go bankrupt. Oh crap, you're gonna run out of time. Blah, 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 that sort of thing. My goodness, that would have been useful. Aviaries now count as destroyed as soon as the first panel is broken. Oh, right, I remember now. We were going to do something with this. I'll show you real quick. We'll create this, and since we have 32 people in here, vibing, watching and vibing, I'm going to ask. Which pterosaurs do you guys want to see? If you could comment, tell me what pterosaur you want to you want us to use as our template. I don't know how many we can have. We can have 2. So we're going to only do 1 pterosaur species.
Has a flair for the dramatic, especially where its head is concerned. It has a distinctive cranial crest, which is used for added resonance in its vocalizations and to regulate its body temperature.
See, there's the Parasaurs. They don't actually look that different, but we have to wait till nighttime for them to be visible. Oh, I think they do sound a little bit different. They're kind of squeaky.
Delivery has been completed.
Whole bunch of Parasaurs. They'll expand out. I think there's enough space here for all of them. There should be enough space for all of them in any event. Oh, Philicadusha, that's right. They need ground fruit. I wonder if this will display it. There. Okay. Let's have a cycad grow nearby. Because there's going to be 5 Ankylosaurs sharing this paddock now. We're going to need a lot of them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put every water source gets a cycad grove. That theoretically should do the trick. I hope it does the trick. And worst case scenario, I think we'll be okay. And then, yeah, here's leafy climbers. Okay, so hopefully everything's all right. I might actually just sell this singular one because there's no point in having that, and we will do that. Treatment complete. We can move you back into your paddock, which is over here.
En route to pick up the asset.
Easy to tell the difference because one has 4 small sources of water and one is really big. So I think we'll sell this Ankylosaurus off, just because we already have, because we had to move Bumpy. It would make sense for us to be able to do that. Rumbly, 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 rumbly. At least via airlift.
Assets in the air.
Oh, I can't sell the dinosaur. Philicadusha. Okay, well, I'm going to
En route to
move
collect the asset.
the Ankylosaurus out of the paddock, and then we'll sell it. Now, hopefully Bumpy... Yeah, Bumpy's in a good spot. We'll move that, sell that, all that wonderful stuff. And then the Ankylosaurs will be released. Release the Anks! And I believe...
Transported.
Okay. Let's take a look now that we have our demographics to see what we need. Okay, things actually kind of look normal now. There's actually... They seriously revamped the demographics, so it actually kind of makes sense. I'm gonna do Korean barbecue for this one. Very good. Bench seating. Seating booths. Remember your goddamn alphabet, you stupid bitch. What's all this then? Okay, scrap what I said earlier about demographics being a thing. Damn it. That makes me giggle though. It's like, oh, this was totally a thing. No, it's not actually a thing. Damn. Damn it, laminate. It's okay. These things happen. Let's do Dinosaur Adoptions, which for some reason displays as books now. Okay, so Dinosaur Adoptions is not too far away at the very least. Digital ordering, aquarium, and what the heck, an entertainer. Somebody who socializes with the dinosaurs that you're adopting, because apparently that's a thing you can do. Where are my ice slushies? There they are. And then we'll have bean bags, couches, charity boxes, and a play zone. Right, now, if I'm looking at this correctly, shelter, restrooms, thing. Okay. Excuse me. We still haven't gotten pics for a pterosaur yet. So if you've got any suggestions, make them now. And while we're waiting, we'll, okay, while we're doing this thing, we'll take a look. Dinosaur Behavior. I haven't actually read this one yet. Indominus Rex and Velociraptors will now share territory. Dinosaurs may now flee when a group attack starts. Dinosaurs may charge on a group attack start. Prey can now outrun predators if they run out of stamina. Tweaked Iguanodon combat stats. I don't know what the combat stats were before, but that's a thing now. When a dinosaur throws another during a jump attack, it now does a minimum amount of damage.
Asset transferred.
And just get rid of that one. Okay, so what's your issue now? They're expanding their territory. They'll hopefully find enough of the ground fruit. How are we doing on ground nut, actually? Oh, there's plenty. Okay, so I'm actually going to take this opportunity to get rid of the stuff back here for ground fruit. And then have more leafy climbers? Is that strictly necessary? There's not a... yeah, there is a necessity because there isn't a whole lot of room otherwise. So we'll do this all along here. Should give us enough to hopefully be able to have 4 Anks without any real trouble. Capture teams. Helicopters will now resist gravity when in photo mode. Vehicles. Adjusted driving models so all Ranger teams drive in a more similar way. I'm guessing there was trouble with that? I never noticed that. Okay, so I think for this test, for this Testity McTest, I'm going to do, for this Testity McTest test, I'm going to do Tropiognathus, because Tropiognathus, or no, let's actually do Marodactylus. Marodactylus is, Tropiognathus is my favorite, but Marodactylus is a very close second, so we'll just do randomized patterns, do the thing, and add this, and, oh, before I forget, upgrades for the hatchery, advanced equipment, and we will do accelerated growth because we're only going to grow 2 batches. And now that that's a thing, because we don't have, we're going to do multiple different kinds of perches for these pterosaurs. We're going to do the usual rock types, so a couple of big ol' rockety rocks. But we're actually going to go into the decorations menu for the first time and place new perch points. A couple of big ones and a few small ones. So that now you have artificial perch points. Everybody's got a place to rest now. But while we're waiting on that, let's take a look at Dinosaur behavior fixes. Additional fixes for dinosaurs getting stuck. Let's hope that it actually sticks this time. Pun not intended. Additional fixes for dinosaurs and flying reptiles escaping their enclosures. Let's hope that actually works this time. Fix for dinosaurs stuck in a constant panic. Fix for dinosaurs dying of old age whilst being transported. Only diseases which impose a max stamina of less than 70% and injuries that cause the fatigue effect can now prevent running. Okay. Make flying reptiles immune to the damaged tooth injury, presumably because some of them don't actually have teeth, so better to just put it across the board. I don't mind that. Prevent dinosaurs from going to sleep immediately after waking up from tranquilization. I think that should have stayed, because that's just funny. It's like, hey, the drugs haven't quite worn off yet. I'm gonna take a nap. Dinosaurs eating live food can now fulfill the photograph a dinosaur eating thing contract. That's interesting. Fix airlifted released reptiles from popping onto the ground on the classic DFW Lagoon hatcheries. What? Weird. And various animation bug fixes on dinosaur behaviors. 2001 male and female velociraptors. Eye, hand, and head art fixes. Okay. Welcome back, Aaron. UI. Synthesis failure changed to egg failure. We saw that before. Split appeal between duplicate attraction buildings. We'll actually be able to see that now. Fixed shops not updating when shop type was changed. We saw that, and that made me very happy. Fixed missing Dr. Grant entry in the Jurassic World database. Wait, really? Hold on. Dr. Grant had was missing an entry in here?